If you have a company, you surely collect data. And if you want to get value from this data, thanks to statistics, something that of course in this channel I stress, at one point, especially if you live in Europe, Switzerland and California, you have to respect law, because when you collect data you have also to specify how much you are going to keep that personal data and how you will use it. First of all, personal data is something like name, last name, email, IP address, and other kinds. One of the first questions is how do I decide for how long I have to keep the data? Unfortunately, you have to discuss this with a lawyer because it goes beyond the aims of this channel. In this video, you will see a way you can encrypt data so that after, let's say, 6 months, you don't have any more personal data, but you have something that the law is okay with. You see that I chose this code from GitHub Gist, and it basically shows one of the most encryption and tested method we have since many decades ago, and that is this kind of encryption. Now, as you can see, we have an encrypt function, we have a decrypt function, something that can become a security issue, and also this and that happens because of a key that here they warn you have to adjust, but a good practice is to not hard code something like this, like that. For example, if you have a variation of this code in Python, you would store this key in what I call the chamber of secrets, so a file named .env. And unfortunately, in many cases, people publish on GitHub sensitive information like this, but this is another matter. And the problem is also that large linguistic model also get trained on such public data, and it becomes a problem. But anyway, let's see this code in practice. As I see, I created this sample spreadsheet that contains a personal data, that is the name, even if it is better to do a full name, Mario Rossi, and another personal data that is the email. Then I went into extensions and I selected AppScript and I pasted the code you see here. I didn't mind to change the key because I want to use this spreadsheet in the future. And as you can see from here, this is the function we have to call to get the desired result. And I did exactly this. I called the function for this cell and I get, of course, something that is not readable. So it is encrypted, and so it becomes also GDPR compliant. And I did the same for the other personal data. So as you can see, in this case it is quick and dirty, but as some of you probably noticed, especially, and I refer to people with eagle eyes, this code is very long. So if you have a small data set, this function will work. If you have many rows and columns, of course it is not reasonable at all to make this kind of computation on Google Sheet. You can do it via, for example, a Python code once you move the data on a more serious database that is, for example, MySQL or Postgre. I will show you an example. Let's take this other personal data. Let's create this column, and now you will see how long it will take. It didn't take much, but believe me, you don't get always this lucky. That's all for this video, and I hope I saved you from possible problems that can become costly, also in terms of times, once the authority check if you respect the law. Bye, and see you the next time.